A couple of years ago, I went to Guyana for a social visit, and I had the good fortune of visiting the hospital. I went for a tour of the pediatric ward and the NICU, and I realized that they needed some help. So I offered my services, and they took that challenge. So I started working collaboratively with the government of Guyana, the University of Guyana, and the hospital to develop a comprehensive program to train physicians in Guyana to become pediatricians, to assist with training the nurses as well, to provide them the equipment, the specialized equipment to be able to look after some of the sicker babies, and as well to provide the biomedical support for this particular equipment that we're sending down. The whole idea and the whole premise of our organization is to decrease the infant mortality in Guyana. Though it's come down significantly, there's still a lot of room for improvement. And we feel that with this program and the fact that we're working in collaboration with the government, that we can make a significant impact on that. So that's how it came about initially. And one of the reasons for the event tonight is obviously to raise funds to support and purchase some of those specialized equipment. Babies, if they're born premature, they die often from immature lungs. So what they do need is they need some respiratory support, what we call CPAP machines or ventilators, to support their breathing until such time as their lungs mature. So we've already purchased a few, we've sent it down, we're setting up a program which they didn't have in Guyana before to help these babies breathe until such times as their lungs support. But it's not only CPAP machines, we're sent down incubators, warmers, IV pumps, monitors, digital scales, stethoscopes. So, it's not just isolated pieces of equipment, it's to support the whole program, and that's what we have done to date. I think we've done a fair bit, but there's still a tremendous amount to be done. To get more information, we have launched a website called GuyanaHelpTheKids.com, and that website gives individuals an overview of what our organization is about. On that website, there's my contact email, so they can send an email to me letting me know how possibly they can help or if they want to know more about the organization. And it's not only about physicians doing work in Guyana, it's not just about nurses, it's about biomedical support, it's about respiratory support, it's about people coming together to work on the logistics of the organization. So I think we can use help from everybody. Not to mention, of course, generous donations, that would also come in very handy. One of the major objectives of the event tonight, of course, is to raise funds, but we wanted to create awareness. And part of our presentation tonight is to tell folks what we're doing. As I said, we've launched our website. We will be having future fundraising events, but I think we want to make sure that this goes well first, and then subsequently we will definitely be having more.
There are some pediatricians here who go to Guyana regularly to intervene in their problems that they have there, because Guyana doesn't have as many pediatricians as we would like them to have. So these groups have come together, formed themselves into an association that would go to Guyana from time to time and assist in situations that are warranted. I think we have been doing pretty well over the past couple of years. We've been advancing in almost every sector: education, health, housing, the social sectors especially. We've been doing a lot of work among the rural communities, the hinterland communities, because Guyana is a large country, made up a lot of hinterland. And what has taken us more so on the world stage is the initiative by the government for the low carbon development strategy, where we have indicated our intention to preserve our forests. With respect to health, we've been recently awarded a PAHO award for the developments that have been taking place in health. And everyone by now should know the great improvements that we've had with respect to housing, water supply to our communities and so on. So overall, we've been doing pretty well. And as you say, people have not been hearing about the positives as much as they hear about the negatives. But the negatives are not there anymore as they used to be 10 years ago. The crime rate has come down tremendously, and things are moving. Things are moving in a positive and in a healthy direction. You would like to see trade, especially, moving not from only Guyana but from the CARICOM countries to Canada, to places like Canada, which have been our traditional partners in the past. We'd like to see exchanges, cultural, sports, and those types of exchanges that could benefit both sides, both the Caribbean and Guyana and Canada. Here, as you would know, I'm based in Ottawa, but most of the Guyanese who we have living in Canada live in Toronto. I wouldn't like to estimate, but I understand it's over 300,000 persons. And like that, I find myself a lot in Toronto. People in Ottawa and other parts of Canada, Winnipeg, Calgary and so on, they want to know why I don't go up there, but it's going to get there. I've only been here from February of this year, so I haven't been here for quite a long time. This is going to be my second winter, so to speak. But we're managing, and we want to see as many Guyanese professionals as possible go back home, because we have need for them there for the development. And I say not only Guyana but CARICOM countries as well, because most of our people who graduate, they find themselves in various parts of the Caribbean as well. So it's a two-way thing. We want things from Guyana to come to Canada, like the things we produce, food stuff and other things that we produce, as well as the movement of Guyanese who are professional, who could do investments, who could have investments in Guyana and CARICOM, go back there and help their countries of birth.